but journaling. So it's basically where if I get worrisome thoughts or like anxious thoughts or something, basically what I'll do is I'll basically write them down and I'll challenge them. So I try to rationalize with myself, thinking how likely are those things to happen? Am I kind of catastrophizing about the event? Am I making it seem worse than it actually is? There are a few questions you can ask yourself. So I have like loads of questions I write down. But if I have to think of like main ones, I'd probably say, is there any evidence that basically this thought I have is true? If imagine that the worst thing could happen, would I survive it? How bad would it really be if I did go through that thing? Could I look in this situation in like a more positive way? So like, could I think, okay, this could go better than I think it's gonna go? Or I also kind of challenge the way I think too. So it's like, is this way of thinking helpful to me? Is it helping me or is it making me feel worse? Because sometimes what you notice, if you kind of acknowledge that it's making you feel worse, over time you can teach yourself, well, going to that negative thought pattern leads to this negative consequence, and it leads to that negative consequence, then what is kind of the point going down that route? Because it's just making you feel bad. And then a big one I always do, that it always helps me anyway, if I imagine that a friend was going through the same thing as me, would I be this negative and talk to them this negatively like I would talk to myself? Probably 10 out of 10 times you would say no.